Here we go. Getting together for the online play and hang. Howdy, Howie. How are you tonight, man? Oh, gotcha. You must be muted in Zoom still. Gotcha. That's cool. Let's see what's going on up here.
That should do it.
There you are.
Yep.
Welcome back. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
Looks like you've got nice. Looks like you've got some nice weather out that window.
We do you should have seen it this morning.
Oh yeah.
Big storm this morning. Yeah. So yeah, we're doing good tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Doing well.
It's nice to be back in the rec poker home game. I've been too busy lately. I haven't been playing as much as I'd like to. Have you had a chance to play
I
much?
know what that's like.
Yeah.
A little bit in the rec poker.
Yep.
My live poker has been miserable lately.
Really?
Yeah. Can't figure it out.
Just on a just not on a sorry, I'm in a hand here. Just hitting a rough patch.
Yeah, my variance is horrible. Just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you who's doing fantastic, and I know he won't mind me saying this.
Oh yeah.
Is Rick the good dog.
Rick Ullman.
Either three or four first places in a row.
Oh man.
In live poker.
Holy cow. And where do you guys, where is this in Minnesota again?
Yeah, we play at Canterbury Park.
Yeah, Canterbury. I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's on a hell of a tear then.
Oh, just huge. He his pictures on the website every day.
Yeah, he knows his poker. He knows his poker.
He's done really, really well. So yeah, I've just been totally the opposite. I've had my really good days and not right now.
Yep. There is a cycle to that sort of a thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Hey Kevin, we're just talking about one of our members, Rick, who's going on a roll apparently down there at Canterbury lately. I haven't played any live cards in forever, but I'm trying to make it happen sometime soon. I got to shake all this rust off before Vegas.
When are you going to Vegas?
Flying down on October 6th and staying for about a week and a half, assuming they still have the World Series. Be taking the first 10 or 11 days at the Rec Poker House, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pool table. That's where I'm going to do a little unwinding. I haven't played billiards in like 2 years either. It's going to be a good time.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I'm bringing Mrs. Bluffsterini down with me too. So, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, no one's been able to. The closest thing we've had to a vacation is walking the dog up the block for the last little while, right? So she's
each street is a different town.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I live in small town Ontario, and it's basically just the same block. Actually, we have a beach. We're right hard on Lake Ontario, so we've got a beach about 3 blocks away that's all pebbled, which is nice. It's nice for the dog too. Either of you guys got pets?
No, definitely allergic.
Oh yeah, I'm allergic to cats.
No,
but I've had dogs. Yep.
I've had dogs and I've had cats, but not at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, I've
And,
heard that's a struggle.
Yeah, no pets.
Kevin, what
I
are
see
you
enough
allergic?
of those in my-
Sorry, Howie?
Go on, sorry. No, I said I see enough of those in my job.
Oh, what do you do for work?
Every house I go into, I'm the window
Oh,
guy.
you're the window guy, right? Of course. What do I have to ask? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
Hence the T-shirt that
Yeah,
says.
I just got there.
imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah.
That's
So,
fantastic.
so yeah, I see plenty of dogs and cats in their houses.
Yep. I do my day job where I actually pay the bills most these days is in general contracting, home renovations, carry on warranties, and working with developers to help their QC departments. And so we do a lot of walkthroughs. Also very used to other people's pets. I'm allergic to cats myself, so I have to sort of be prepared for that sort of a thing. Kevin, what are you allergic to? Is it
It's either the hair or the dander, right? But it's something that any pet with a lot of fur really.
any pet, cats or dogs or
gerbil,
guinea pigs? Yeah.
guinea pigs, you name it.
Damn. Well, you're gonna have to lean on your friends to go scratch some ears every once in a while, I guess. Let me get Stu in here. Is anybody at my table? Oh yeah, Kevin's to my left. Great.
Yeah.
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah. See that big
The
big fish
the
symbol.
big fish up. Yeah, warning. You gotta look out for the guys that put the fish up there. They're coming for you.
Yeah.
It's funny, poker players will get into leveling wars, so you never know who's putting up the shark image ironically and who's putting it up. It's funny. All right, you're in this hand, so I'm just gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
Is there an open spot at your table?
There is. Jump in.
I don't want to be there.
The water's great.
See where I end up.
How come your name is Steve Fredlin tonight?
Oh, it's because we're using the Rec Poker Zoom account that has like the webinar features. So he just lets me log in and host as though I'm Steve Fredland. But do not be fooled, people.
They need
People
to
of
keep
Earth.
the legend alive that there is actually a Steve Fredlin
Yeah, that's
on
right.
the Rec Poker site, right?
yeah, that's right. Here, I should change that. Let me do the old rename
All
here.
right, I got your table up.
Why do I have an
All
extra?
right,
Hey.
hello. So I put that link to that August 16th tournament in the discussion from your post, but I may start a separate post about it. When the check decided to be really good, someone could put their hand history in and then you can go through and make comments on it as a teaching tool as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be really a fun, valuable thing.
It was really good tonight, Kim. I got quite a bit out of that. That was definitely, I like the mix of the hand review and then doing the last part was great.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah. Try to keep it interesting. I never know if I'm rambling though.
Oh, it was super interesting. I mean, you probably could have kept going. We all would have stuck in there and
I know I could have done, I haven't even gone through that whole hand history myself. I've only done about a third of the hands to make comments on.
See,
but
Kim,
I'm playing it against myself. So I'm not even playing it to see what I did. I'm playing it how I think I should play it now.
Nice.
Seeing if I'm agreeing with
if you're
myself
matching or not. I'll tell you that this is the Rec Poker way though, Kim. You say like you haven't gone through the hands yet to prepare that whole thing. Don't do any of that stuff by yourself. Get a group together and do it for real live in the session. That's like that part of what made it so helpful for me is the accountability of just like having the group to bring it together for. And it's amazing. And I really think you found your voice with this. Of course, I've been calling you the technician, for a while. Like she's the ranges technician, but it's true. You're exactly the kind of person that should be looking at these different kinds of range analysis software and talking about how they're together on some things and different on some things and what factors we should be considering. This is the gift you can share with the rest of recreational poker players everywhere. It was awesome. You nailed it.
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks. It was fun. I could do another couple of hours though doing hand
Yeah.
histories. I'd
Yeah.
love to get you somebody else's. Like I can put someone else's in there. If they sent me the whole
Yeah.
hand history, I can put it in there, and then I can play it as if, and then see how much I match.
That's awesome. It's a great tool.
And then the great thing is you can go in and put comments, right? So
Yeah.
you can say, I think this might have been better here. But like I said, I hadn't put any of those in a solver yet, so I'm not 100%
Right.
sure of, anything. But you see that solve? I knew I saw that solve somewhere.
That was
where
so
they like
cool.
The double pot shove.
That was so
100%
cool.
of the time.
When I sent the hand in, I thought to myself, "Oh, wait a second, Kim's totally gonna actually put this into a solver," and I doubt it's gonna show up in any solved
Well,
work.
what I
but-
want to know is like which solver's right.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah.
all-
yeah. Who's making the
all
right
saying-
assumptions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool.
I have the Odin free for a week.
Yep.
And then I have to pay for it if I want to keep it, but
Mm.
it's a trial that I got through one of the poker sites I belong to. And it's a trial for a week, so I'm gonna play around with it a bit.
Nice.
They don't have every spot, but they're just growing too. Like Range Trainer Pro is growing their
Yeah.
database. The Odin is just growing their database too. But
Right.
one of the good things about it is they just have so many different bet sizings they look at. So it's not just it's not all that time consuming amount of putting all that stuff into the solver yourself. You just click
Yes.
the button and there's the answer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You just reminded me to make a note. We're talking to them about getting another same kind of affiliate style agreement.
Hey, Jim, you got the dust off your golf clubs yet?
Oh my God, I played a few weeks ago. And it was actually better than I thought, but I have a lot of work to do, Stu. I have a lot of work to do before September 16th.
We have a team, don't worry.
That's, yeah,
It's
okay,
gonna be
good.
a team effort.
I can make 1 out of 3, or I could definitely contribute towards the scramble.
It's gonna be fun. I hope the weather's good.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. 16th. It's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah, I know. Weeks
And then
are flying by.
I keep screwing up the Halliburton plan. Did you get my email about?
I did.
Yeah, we can
Once this
figure it
week's
out.
over, I got a lot going on this week,
Okay.
and I'll try and set something up.
Yeah. We'll just see what we can do.
What about the long weekend?
Labor Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that a tough draw for Canadians? Aren't they all off hunting beavers or doing the moose run or something that weekend?
They better not be deer hunting.
Not the poker players. But yeah, I don't know.
Howie and Kevin, do you guys is Labor Day a big deal where you are? Is that do people typically take the holiday seriously,
they
go
do.
somewhere?
Yep, it's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah. I mean, they go places, they do things, they find something to do, and
Yep.
they're all with family or cookouts and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah. By the way, you're
The
talking
same
about
thought
golfing.
twice.
I used to golf quite a bit.
Oh,
In fact, one time somebody compared me to Tiger Woods.
oh, really?
Yeah, they walked by and they said, "See that guy? He's no Tiger Woods."
I knew it. I knew it. That's awesome. Now that joke would be good enough to set it up by saying you used to golf quite a bit, but did you also actually play golf? Because I would take it either way.
I actually did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a great game. It's a great
Yes,
game.
it is.
Yeah, I'm also not Tiger Woods.
I'm better than him right now.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yep. Do you still play, Howie? Is there a place near you where you can get together?
I have a golf course 1.5 miles away.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, so I can play all I want. I just haven't been playing as much as I'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been kind of just a goofy year. So
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
really?
injuries.
For what reason?
Injuries.
Oh no, I was just making a terrible pandemic joke, but I'm sorry to hear that. That's brutal. Oh
No,
no.
I had a couple back injuries, so it's been
Mhm.
a little
Does
bit
anybody have
tougher.
my table up?
I'm
No.
familiar with that, man. That stinks. I'm familiar with that. Back injuries are no joke.
I got aces on this board. I got to put a bet out there.
Um, when I first was uploading the hand history to Check Decide, it wasn't accepting any home games.
Oh.
So I joined the Discord channel and I just typed it in, and he the guy that was one of the admin got right back to me on a DM, and we figured out a workaround and how you could upload home games,
How about that?
and sent me the directions, and then it worked. It was
Nice.
great.
You gotta love that kind of touch point.
Service is amazing.
Customer service.
And
Yeah.
it is free.
Mhm.
Great one.
Nice. It reminds me of Poker Now and our friend Samuel, who's offering that same kind of free service.
Yeah.
Love for the game. That's what makes all this stuff happen. Rec Poker too. Love for the game.
There's stuff you can buy on there. Like you can buy a pack from probably Charlie Carroll and how to
Oh,
play
with like
something or other
different
that-
ranges and stuff.
or one of his games or whatever. I
Ah,
don't
cool.
know. So
Right.
you can buy things on there. I haven't actually looked through the whole site.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some guy named Bluff Storini is in second place right now.
Uh-oh.
It's early days, early
Yeah.
days.
It's early days, Kim, you punk.
Wait till he gets that Queen King suit.
Yeah, oh, that's my bread and butter. You know it.
The brightest star can burn out pretty quickly.
And I can't even claim it's good play tonight. So far, I've gotten a set and trips in the first couple orbits.
Oh, card rack.
Yeah. Let me pull you up here. You're near the top. You're near the leaderboard yourself there, Stewie.
Yeah, I had aces just now, and the guy was a very wet board, and then a
Where's
flush came in. But I
Where's
hit
my
another ace
phone?
on the river, which brought in a flush, straights, everything.
Yeah.
So I threw
That
a
sucks.
value bet out there and got it.
Let me see who's in this hand. All right, this is a pretty loose call. We're just gonna call. Not the flop we wanted. I feel bad for this player to my left. I've been check raising them a lot, but it's nothing personal.
Okay, I've got that. I go to Google. I keep remembering how to do this. It's on Google. What is it? Google what? Did I send you that?
Oh,
Google Drive, right?
the drive?
Google
Yes,
Drive, yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes. Perfect. I can get that uploaded tonight or tomorrow. That was a really good one. You know, Kim, I wonder, that's actually kind of tied into like our Learning with Partners program a little, because we have access to some of those other sites. Maybe that's something we could tie into your portfolio, would be using some of the tools that Andrew uses to hope to like facilitate your study sessions or something like that.
Right? For some of those other sites that he's not in doing.
Or you know,
Yeah.
you guys could share something, or I'm just kind of
Yeah.
thinking out loud because there's a nice big overlap there, and he does a lot of the video prep and stuff, but
Right.
you are doing more of like the live sessions.
Right.
So maybe it's a nice kind of sort of complement to that portfolio. That's something we should think about anyway.
Where do I find this? I don't even know where to find it.
Do you want me to email you the link again?
No, I had the link. I don't know
Oh.
where I find the recording.
Aha.
This could be a very, very short night for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I've just ran my ace queen into aces. I had pocket queens and guys playing king 5 hits a king and 5.
I saw that one.
All they would have needed is the king anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just over and over and over and over again, just recently, just my variance is just horrible.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yep.
Well, the good news
So-
is get it out of the way in these play money games.
You got that right.
Today's the
Anybody
24th,
have any
right?
advice on how to get out of
Yes,
it?
24th. Yeah, good question. I mean, honestly, there are things you can do right and there are things that you can do wrong when you're in that dip. Don't make any rash decisions. Like, I know you're already talking about it in the right terms, talking about it, like it is variance. So,
Yep.
but I guess the other thing would be, are there things that are like in common with the situations that you find yourself getting frustrated with, or that are like not going your way? Or is there something, when you look back at it, are there because sometimes it's also tempting to just sort of say it's variance, but in fact maybe we could have actually played better or differently or something in an earlier part of the hand or something like that. I don't know. It's live you're talking about, right? It's harder to look at live stuff in retrospect because you don't have all that same information like online.
Right.
But no, I don't.
Like I said, running my queens into king 5. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's actually, you'd love that to happen all day, right?
yeah. Right. But it's that kind of stuff that's been happening just a lot. I'm going in ahead and coming out behind.
What about the
Were you
rest
all
of the
in with
gang?
the queens, though? Were you all in with the queens, or would you just raise them? And there was a king
Well,
on
it
the
just
flop.
depends on the situation, but I raised enough where I thought the person would go out and they didn't.
Right.
And
Bring it to the hand history.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But hey, already that's a good distinction too, right, Howie? Because what happened was you made a raise and you thought the guy would fold the kind of garbage hand like king 5, right? So,
Exactly.
but then when he doesn't, it's like we have to now change the assumptions we make about that player or those players or the size of our bet, like, and we won't like break down that spot because you probably don't remember exactly what it was, but like maybe your bet sizing in theory is just like you need to be betting bigger, even though it feels crazy to you, because the people in your game are going to make, more predictable decisions. I don't know. I fight with this kind of tension all the time because I feel like part of it's me projecting how I think other people should play in my game. And I'm like, he shouldn't be calling with king 5 there. But then
That's what I thought.
but then the other part of me is like, but if I had bet bigger, like, do I want him to call with king 5? Or do I want him to fold king 5? I don't know. I honestly, I don't even know. It's more of a philosophical question than a poker question.
No, it's all of that needs to be considered. It really does. All of it needs to be considered. I think overall I play pretty solidly. And but it's just been recently. So
yeah. Well, that's good news then, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because that is, we're all kind of due our variance. So
oh yeah.
it's I think you're doing everything right by having the good kind of attitude of just knowing that that's going to happen, because it sure is. what about the rest of the group? Anyone have any success kind of getting through that? Because however you get through it, it's kind of it's a frustrating period. Do you like go down in stakes or something, or take a little time off, or just play more and get through it? Sometimes I'll go down in stakes because I play mostly online. So it's easy for me to just bump down into a different lobby and then just keep getting the same crappy runouts. But at least it only cost me $5 instead of $25 each time, something like that.
Right.
But I know that's not really the same options live.
Sorry, I'm just sending emails out. Try not to be rude, but
You're being
I'm not
complete. You're
very
being
good at
so rude.
multitasking.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just felt the rudeness coming.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Does anyone else feel like really uncomfortable? Maybe even
Yeah.
unsafe? Yeah. I don't know.
Go away.
I just want to wash up right now.
Go away.
I think I enjoy these Tuesday nights sometimes more than all the other training sessions because we're just like hanging out and talking. I think we might have more fun on these than some of the actual study sessions.
yeah, where's Rich and Eric?
Oh yeah, good question. I don't know.
I just sent that PKO hand history to Elizabeth to come on, invite her on to check the side to
Nice.
look at it. I think it would be really valuable tool for uploading hand histories because you can just go through them quick and make comments, and
Yep.
then the person can go on and check all your comments out, right? And they can comment back. No, you're wrong. I don't agree. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Well, then you can have a real discussion about it. I can see
Mhm.
that being a really valuable tool.
Kim and I used to do hand history reviews, and we go through the hands, and then we go like, "What did you do here?" And often it was different from what we actually did.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how many times that happens. Like Kim
Mhm.
tonight did things that she thought she did different.
It's
That's why I
true.
said that's why I marked those. I marked all the ones where I did something different when I was reviewing.
Nice.
But when you have more time to think about it and
Mm-hmm.
analyze what the situation, while you're in a hand, sometimes it's difficult to do that. Getting better though.
That's a good way to do it. I've also talked about if people are having trouble hand ranging, just going back and actually ranging, taking a hand where they don't know the outcome
Mhm.
of their own, but going back like a year in Poker Tracker 4 and ranging themselves through the hand, almost like that. So that's very cool that there's a way to do that with that program. I thought that was a really good way to learn.
Sorry.
And what's nice
What
about
was it?
that is that you know what your own ranges are. So it's not like you have to guess about some random person's ranges. You can just go through a hand you don't know that you played, keep the cards turned down, and make realistic assumptions about how you should be playing. It's a great way to learn how to hand range.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of hand ranging, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Sky Matsuhashi is coming on board. We're doing right now. We've got a deal with Learn Pro Poker, where every month we get an hour-long Learn Pro Poker premium training video, a strategy video from Ryan LaPlante, and then on the fourth Saturday of the month we do a study group based around that. So Sky and I had a great call last week. He's really excited. He's going to start releasing a 45-minute to an hour-long video as well every month from his own premium site, just for Rec Poker members. And then he's actually going to co-host the third Saturday study group every month with me. So anyone who's interested in Sky's stuff or learning about Poker Tracker or HUDs or reports or filters or any of that kind of stuff, playing online, cash games, you can come join every month. Sky and I will be hosting that at noon Central on the third Saturday of every month. I am super excited about that.
Is it going to be cash play oriented?
I mean, I think it'll probably be whatever the people want to talk about, or what kind of, because we can ask in advance in the forums and say, hey Sky, this is the kind of video we want to be looking at this month. So I know he is a cash player more than a tournament player. So I expect his work will kind of bend naturally towards cash play, but it's mostly just stack sizes when you get down to the main differences. If you want to talk about tournament play at 100 big blinds, it's not that different. I know you know that, Kim.
Right. But I also know that I don't often play at 100 big blinds,
Right.
especially when I'm always late.
Yeah, that's right. You like to late reg.
But yeah, because I did join his site when he had the 10 days offer on.
Oh, right.
And sent him my whole poker tracker history, and he looked at it and stuff. But I found most of the stuff was cash game oriented,
Right,
not as
right.
much tournament play oriented for me.
Yep. Okay.
I'm just finding so much to study right now in
Yeah, it's
cash
hard.
in tournaments that I can't change right now.
I hear you. All right, guys, I got my favorite hand here. Let me see. It's a squeeze opportunity. I'm getting such good odds. It's like 2x. I can go 3-way to the flop by just calling out of the big blind here.
My mum was in first place. She just dropped.
Uh-oh. This is a deep player behind me. I'm going to raise.
She doesn't hold on to the chips very long.
She's a volatile player.
Yeah, she has no
Let's
idea
see.
about
Actually,
ranging and
I
bet
wouldn't say she has no
sizing.
idea. She might have some sort of idea. I wouldn't say she has no idea.
Well, she thought a 3-bet was 3 big blinds.
That's more common than you think. No, Stu,
Yeah.
seriously, that's more common than you think.
Yeah.
I think people that come up from limit poker or something, or maybe I've had a few people that just the difference, like 2 betting and 3 betting and 4 betting. It's a pretty common
Okay.
issue.
Right. And even we make that mistake sometimes on the flop when we say you were 3-bet, but you weren't 3-bet, you were just raised.
A raise.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you do with king queen?
Always raise.
Again,
I just think your mom has a fear of getting bluffed. Like she has a fear of getting bluffed, so she's very stationary. Like she'll call down pretty light. But
the other day I
she
took her
usually
out.
has something.
Yeah, when she had the jacks, and there was, I 3-bet her pre-flop, and there was an ace and 2 4s on the board. And I'm betting out, and she's just calling, and then she just shoves the river. Another ace came. Oh, she says, "I just thought my pair was good." I said, "Well, what did I have? What did you put me on?" No, she didn't get that high. She says, "I never think of that."
Well, you should get her to watch some of our videos, hand ranging videos.
It's the most valuable thing people can do is work on their hand ranging.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, I'm heading out. I ran into a flush.
Oh
so
no.
Oh
my
dear.
favorite hand.
Yeah. All right, Kevin. Well, I had a good time in the seminar, man. We got there was some good conversation there and some good hands too. So I'll be interested to see what Chris pulls out of that.
And when do those come out?
That should come out next week, actually. So it should be next Tuesday. But let me know. I'll try and DM you if I remember.
Yeah, yep, I'll try to make it. Everybody, good luck. Have a good night.
Hey,
Thanks,
good night.
Thanks, Kevin.
Take care, buddy.
We're still betting 1 big into like 15 bigs.
All right, upload is complete. So I can delete all these off my computer, right?
Yes, you can now.
Like free up
'Cause
space
they're all-
once they've uploaded.
Yep, they're all on YouTube now. So that's
Okay. All right,
they
that
live
one's
there.
done. That was a fairly
Perfect.
long one. I think that was a fairly long
Mm,
meeting. We went a little bit over.
Is that
time.
was that number 3 or 4?
I don't know.
I think it was. And I what did I tell you at the beginning? It's going to take like that to find your stride. I feel like you just nailed your stride in that one. That was it.
I knew I'd seen that. I knew I'd seen that bet somewhere, and I couldn't find it today. Just to see the holes I went down trying to find it.
no,
And it was
no.
just that little thing at the top that had
Yeah,
3-bet on it
that was it.
instead, right?
That
But
was
I
it.
didn't remember that that was the solver that I saw it on. Like I
Mhm.
couldn't remember which solver it was that
Yeah,
told
that's
me
gonna make it tricky.
that was they liked that bet. They liked that over bet.
That's pretty cool. That was that was very validating. That made me feel great.
Yeah.
I'm up there
Doing
with
a
you
lot
now,
of
Jim.
head shaking over here.
Oh no, I see you down there.
I'm 40th of 40.
This is where you get to come alive. This is where you get to realize that equity.
I'm up there with you, Jim.
Yep.
I'm in my comfort zone.
Yeah, look at that. Stu's up in 4th place.
There you go, Stu.
Well, the guy I know he had 20 bigs with pocket fives. There's 3 overs on the board. He got it all in on the river. I had 2 pair, ace-6.
And
And he called all the way down and gave up 20 bigs with pocket fives.
you just was sure you were bluffing. You just had a feeling.
Oh, he's out.
Let's see. I have 8 antes left.
And the
Love
greatest
it.
comeback of all time
And
begins.
a good attitude.
Yep.
Never give up.
No. That's how I got to look at it.
Yeah.
I got antes left.
Yeah, that's right. Your time will come.
Yep.
You're not going to have a lot of fold equity. I'll say that.
Right.
Bloody hell.
Oh man.
That's a gross run out.
I could be out early.
What a gross spot this is. We're all in bad spots here.
Oh man. 5, 8, 7, 6 board. And I went all in with an overpair. 5, 6, 7, 8 board. Lucky.
Who's Iceberg King?
Is
He's
that
been in there a
relatively
bit.
new? Relatively new, but yeah.
Yeah.
They bet 1 big into like 15 to 20 bigs. And actually, that was a dry side part. We did that.
They have my nice marine label. Just neat possums.
Is this it, Howie? I'm watching your table.
No, I still got at least 5 to 7 antes.
This is you're in.
I'm just waiting for the one spot where I go, all right, this is it. Everybody better back off.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the regular crew?
Oh,
Yeah, good question.
I saw a
Hello.
couple of pics on Facebook of them playing in Florida.
oh, that's right.
Oh,
Knowing I could have
right.
been there.
No kidding.
It's
but-
Gibbers down there, right?
Yeah,
We were supposed to be down there now.
I know. This was
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah.
but they're not wearing masks.
Right. Great.
Maybe they just took them off for the picture.
Probably.
I don't know.
That's probably what it was.
But people in the background aren't wearing masks. either.
Damn.
That doesn't sound good.
That
doesn't sound good.
I folded free, 10 jack and flops queen king ace.
Oh no.
And the guy goes all in too.
Yeah,
because
of course.
he blooped it in the
Blooped.
and a call. Oh god. I didn't sleep. A leak in my game.
Yeah.
I think this is it, gentlemen.
All right,
And
I'm
ladies.
watching. I want to see it.
I
got-
Oh, look,
I
you're
got
gonna get.
10
Step
I
topple up.
got 10 of spades, jack of spades.
No, do it. You got the big blind sitting out. You got one player double. Yeah, 2 overs and come on, 10 or jack, or an ace. Or
Ooh,
yeah, there you go.
yay.
Back
Just the
door.
nuts.
Back
Just the
door.
nuts.
Back door. Very
Back in the
nice.
saddle.
Quadrupled
I told
up.
you guys to look out.
That's it. That's what we're here for.
The 10 jacks are nuts tonight.
Very
Ah.
nice. It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Well, again, at least got one back.
Well, and now you talked about how many, you were down to 6 antes. Look at
That's
you now.
right. Yeah. Whole lot of annies.
Time to hold. Yeah, you don't even want to count that many antes.
No.
So Elizabeth and I were going to Vegas, we were gonna go to the Women's Poker Championship Festival, International Women's Poker Championship Festival at South Point Casino. It's October
right.
6th to 10th.
Yep.
And they're canceling it
Oh no.
because of COVID.
Brutal.
So I'm gonna have to go and play in that mixed festival. Where was that, Jim? You remember that mixed festival?
Oh yeah, that was
It's
oof.
you can get into the main event for a $200 horse event, and you can play and win a seat to the main event.
It's Robbie Straczynski's one.
Yeah. Do you know where it is? Because
I don't.
I know that it had a
That was a big hit, Jim.
Yeah. I even thought, honestly, I had a bad feeling about that one. I had a bad feeling about that one, but I just decided, oh, this would be interesting.
No.
No, there it is.
Gross. That was gross.
That's okay. Let me get a little nice message in here.
It's no matter how your number.
You did.
Westgate, Vegas Westgate.
What the heck? You're out?
Yeah, that's it. That's all it takes, man. That's how it goes.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you can't get attached to, being in second or third place 42 minutes into the tournament. That's not something to get precious about,
No.
Yeah, Kim.
That's all right. I just found it. It's too bad. I'm sorry you're out.
No, it's
You have to
okay.
stick it
That's
out with us.
okay. No, that's all right.
But it's a $200 buy-in horse event on October 7th, and the winner gets a platinum pass
Yeah.
for the PokerStars Players Championship
Yep.
2022.
That's it.
That's amazing for a 200 buy-in. But the first 3 days that you can get extra starting chips for every 5 hours of cash game play. You play a dealer's choice. For every 5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
you get extra chips up to 25 hours.
Pretty sweet.
And that'll give you double starting to stack. I don't know if I could play dealer's choice for 25 hours and not just spend the money it would have cost to buy a platinum pass for myself.
Yeah, probably. That's true. That's a good point.
But it's at the Westgate.
Okay.
I think it'll also be a pretty fun time. It's going to be a good crowd for that mixed game festival.
Mm-hmm.
Howard, you're on fumes again.
Talking to me?
Yeah, you're on fumes.
Of course.
You triple up again.
I've got 6 antes again. And look who's up in second place. My good friend, Rick the Good Dog.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, he
Yep.
just had aces against queens.
That's a good way.
Mixed Game Festival hosted by Robbie Straczynski.
Hmm.
You'd like that, Stu? Too bad you're not coming.
And they canceled everything. I'm not going through all that again. Booking
Yeah.
flights and canceling.
Yeah, that was annoying.
You guys owe me some money for the Airbnb, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. I got my cruise booked for next year though.
Sweet.
I won it. In
Oh yeah, right. This is the
2019.
one that got postponed. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty good deal. Ended up costing me. I used some cruise next dollars. Ends up costing me about $300.
Yep.
For everything. That includes my buy-in, $1,100 buy-in,
Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that.
inside the room, drink package. It's pretty good.
Well,
This
not-
is
not
your.
gonna deal with that.
I was gonna say this is back in your power position. Howie, we're
I'm
here.
back where they should definitely be afraid.
They should be worried about you.
This is where I'm dangerous.
This is where he's dangerous, folks.
What are you
Exactly.
folding? What are you
Yeah.
folding?
He knows how to. This man knows how to grind 7 antes. I'll tell you about
Yes.
Howard Guerin.
Yes, you are exactly correct. You're exactly correct.
That's right.
You must be getting some real crap not to get that 0.94 big blinds in there.
Man.
Here we go. Now you're down to 6
Ooh.
antes. 6 antes plus a white chip. That's exciting. That's your card protector right there.
I'm not ready yet because it's coming fast.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've still got 4 left.
You're trying to make that pay jump, aren't you?
Yeah, you got to ladder up.
Right. Ladder up.
Ladder up.
We've all got those stories where we took it from hardly anything
Yes.
to a finish.
Yep,
We've all got those stories.
absolutely.
I've got the story of carrying one ante in a tray in the seniors event to a new table, and the bubble burst while I was walking to the other table. I made the money with one ante.
I love it. I love it.
How did the previous hand end such that you ended up with one ante?
I think he was just folding down.
No, I lost a huge hand with queens against a rivered straight,
Oof.
and then I was just trying to make it to the money with what I had left.
Yes.
Yeah,
And so you had one ante more than the last blind that went through, basically, is what you're telling me? Like,
pretty much. Yeah.
wow,
Those
that's
were in the
amazing.
days when it wasn't a big blind ante.
Yeah, yeah,
and
of course.
everybody paid the antes.
Yeah,
all
those-
The dealers would all stand up on every table because there was a lot of players left, right? There was
Yeah.
like thousands of players in the seniors, and so we were close. And there were so many tables that someone had to go out soon, so I'm just trying to hang in there. And it burst while I was being moved to another table.
Amazing. That's awesome.
I made like 2,200, I think it was, for the mini cash.
Nice.
I'm going in the next hand, no matter what. I'm going all in.
All right.
No matter what.
Here we go. I'm rooting for you, bud. Under the gun.
Get her in.
Oh, this is so bad. Oh. I'm afraid to click the button. It's so bad.
Well, you're gonna get the next one too. You're gonna have
You
to
get
play
a
the
free
next
look at the
one.
next one.
Yeah, don't, if it's
I'm
3-4
gonna
offsuit,
fall.
there you
It
go.
was so bad.
Yeah, that's
I
all
couldn't
right.
do it.
You don't owe it to, listen, I think a lot of people feel like, oh, it's my last chip, but what's the point? I don't have to. No, forget that. You don't owe it to anybody to get
No.
that chip in. No, oh, that was pretty good flop for a bad hand though.
It was. I got top pair sitting right now. Not
I-
fair.
I do say sometimes poker is about making the wrong play at the right time, you know?
All right,
Or-
this is
or-
it. I'm forced in.
Yep, you're forced in.
Forced in.
Someone should just limp here and close out all the action.
This is
double
the
up
hand.
28
This is the
times, yeah.
hand. This is the hand where I've got the two cards that there's no way you can't get a straight with one of these cards.
Oh,
Right.
all
We all know what
right.
that is.
Yeah.
You all know what that is, right?
Yeah,
We
the
do.
old five Woolworths, the 5 and dime.
5 and 9.
Yep. Yeah, it came right on through with King 9.
Just what you needed. Just what you needed.
Well, only one of them can make a straight now.
Yeah.
That's what we're
It's
hoping.
there though. It's
Yeah.
there. Come on. Come on,
Jack.
Queen. Yeah. That's right. Oh, that was the other one.
Oh,
That was
there-
the other
there was
one.
that. Oh,
You don't know.
well,
You're 10. You're 10 out. You could have a 3 outer to the 10. It could be good here.
You never know.
Never know.
No.
Woolworths.
Just being-
That takes me back, man. When I was like a real small
Absolutely.
kid, that was we used to play. My dad's family used to play poker, just dealer's choice. You know, like all those crazy games, Black Chicago and baseball, Follow the Queens, and all that
King's
kind of stuff.
Hall, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
727.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bye
Bad
to all
luck.
you guys who beat me up tonight.
Well,
Oh man.
good game. Good game. I love the way you were grinding that mini stack, man. That takes serious game. Good for you.
Prolonging the agony.
That's exactly right.
I just got a flop
never
of
know
ace
when you're
10
gonna get on that
5.
roll, right?
Oh, you got his flop.
Yeah,
Oh no,
got your
ace
flop.
10
Ace 10
5.
5.
Oh wow.
Flop line.
Wow.
So Howie went do you have like days of the week that you like to head down to Canterbury and get time in, or is it kind of go according to the cycle of business or something like that?
It goes a lot of my appointments are in the evenings.
Oh yeah.
So they have a 10:30 tournament every morning,
Right.
including Saturday, including Sunday. But Saturdays can be a busy day for me, so that wouldn't work. So really Monday through Friday, not every day, and then on Sundays.
Awesome.
If I can.
That's great, man.
So I try to play in the tournaments right now. They used to be 50, 60, 70, 80, pretty much. Now they're
That's not-
all 120s,
Hmm.
120 to 150.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you just go, you play.
That's
But
amazing.
Rick's
Good
been
for you.
doing phenomenal. Thousands at a time. He's been winning. Thousands.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great,
Really
it's great.
proud of him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's nice
Really
that you're
proud
out there
of him, and
being
we-
a champion
Yeah,
for
we-
him.
Yeah, we talk every day. He's a real good friend of mine. He's the one that introduced me to even rec poker.
Ah,
Yeah, he's the one. And now he's just kicking butt out there.
that's awesome.
So I'm really, really proud of him, and he's a good guy too. He really is a good guy. Not just a good dog, a good guy. A good guy.
Rick the good dog. I love it.
He's really super, super nice guy, and if you're gonna have success, he deserves it.
That's amazing, man. That's great to hear.
Yeah, he really does. So
Yeah.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he's a fun guy in the chat and on Twitter and that sort of thing as well. I've been
Yeah.
interacting with him.
Yeah, really super guy. Absolutely one of my favorite people in poker for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, really.
Well, you're really getting me jealous for all this live poker, talking about having a card room open near you 7 days a week. Kim, when's the next chance you're going to get to play live poker, do you think?
Well, if you were coming up to Stu's on
I
Saturday.
know,
it
I
would be
know, I know. Yep, no kidding.
good.
I can do it
Probably not.
anytime, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably won't, other than the home games. The odd home game, probably not till October,
Yeah.
you know.
I
Maybe
gotta
October.
find a chance just to shake the rust off.
So the schedule could be based on when you're available, because I'm pretty
Hmm.
open up here,
Yeah.
and I could probably get people in a heartbeat. So
Well, I love the idea of doing the holiday weekend if people are around. I mean, that would be
yeah.
easy
And
as pie.
Halliburton's a great little village to go walk around too.
We
right?
could
Mm.
probably get a group that they're not the most excellent players.
Well,
in
it's
the
all about
world.
who's fun at the table, right?
Right.
When it comes to this kind of stuff.
Like we have to you just sort of have to be patient with them making mistakes all the time. There's a lot of one big blind betting too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Into
No,
monstrous pots.
I'm very familiar.
And
I'm-
a reminder that it's their turn to act.
Yeah.
Raise, no, it's not a raise. You can bet or you can check. Raise, no, can't raise. There's no bets out there.
No, it reminds me, man. That's when I was living in Halifax when I was younger. That's I used to host a game like that every Monday night just for beginners, and it's a patient game. It's a patient game, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
But you'll have me and Stuart and Elizabeth to
Yeah,
put you to the test. So
I
there
already
you
feel
go.
like I'm out of my depth. Don't worry, I need some of these fun players around there.
Oh,
Give me some
that's
buffer.
nonsense.
Howard, I don't know if you'll be able to make it up to Ontario. Yeah, for this one. No, I don't think so.
No,
No, but
but
maybe
I'll
we'll.
say I really enjoyed talking to everybody.
Yeah. Well, it's great having your voice in the room, man. Good luck, window guy. Maybe we'll see
Thank
you
you.
next week or in another one of these sessions one time soon.
You'll definitely see me soon. Good luck, everybody. Okay.
All right.
right.
Hope that
Bye.
variance turns around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rooting for you.
Bye. Thank you.
Rec Poker Canada edition. Checking
Yeah.
in.
Addition, yeah, that's exactly right.
Games on my table.
Oh yeah, I saw I could break that down to one table now. That's nice.
There we
Oh,
go.
actually, we are on break. I should grab another Grolsch while we're.
And my
There
mum
we
just
go.
busted.
Oh.
I
Okay,
saw some of
back
the
in
hands she
5.
played.
Yeah, poker go tomorrow. The high stakes duel.
Oh yeah, Kim, how did you do in that other?
Huh?
How'd you do in that other satellite tournament or whatever? Oh, we'll talk about it when we get back.
Yeah,
I thought
okay.
yeah, okay, bye. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Hello? Hi. You didn't come up. Oh, I didn't listen, no. I just saw this call. Right. So it means there's no spinal, doesn't mean there's not pain there, it means there's no danger of the nerves. Okay. Right? Right. Yeah. Well, maybe she's turning the corner now, right? Right, right. Okay, well, Shannon brought her little puppy over to see us. It was pretty cute, pretty darn cute, pretty tiny. But trying to play with Abby and everything, it's like about 2 pounds. Yeah, it's really cute. Like 8 weeks. Female, little female. Pepper.
Ugh. There we go.
Do you know that York region game I was playing in? So there's 44 players, and we all sent, he transferred the guy Newmarket $200, right? So that way PokerStars doesn't get the rake.
Right.
So there's 44 players. We played for 10 weeks, and the top 16 got to play in the final game, which was just 11-cent buy-in, but first prize was 1,600, and it went down from there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I ended up third overall after the 10 weeks, and I ended up sixth in the actual tournament for $650.
Sweet.
So it wasn't bad. And plus
Yeah,
I
that's
won
awesome.
a bit. Yeah, plus I won 300 or something during the season.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
That's great. Oh yeah, so you're ahead of the curve there for sure, man.
Yeah, it was fun too, because we know all the players,
Yeah.
and you just know, like one woman grand 10-10, you know when she bets she has it. And,
Right.
you know, there's just certain players, they bet that one big blind, and you know, they just haven't changed their game, man.
Yeah.
Well, they're not willing to change it or learn. It's like me with golf. I was at the range today, and I was watching these young kids, you know, just killing the ball, swinging out of their shoes. The one guy, the head snapped off his club, went down the fairway. So we all had to stop on the range while you're running up their head. And I'm there and I'm like three-quarter swing,
Right.
slow backswing, and just let the club fall. And I'm going twice as far as they're hitting it. You know, and it's like slow and steady.
Yeah, mental game,
But
man.
I
Mental
wanted
game.
to improve. You know, I wanted to take lessons. I wanted to get better, same as the poker.
You got it made. You got poker lessons from me and you got golf lessons from Dave.
Sounds like you do have it made.
Did you hear what I was saying about the guys at the range?
No.
They were like in their 20s and they're all like 220 pound. And the one guy, he hit the ground with his club and the head come off of his driver, rolled down the fairway. And they're just taking chunks out of the ground, hitting as hard as they can. The ball's going 20 feet. And there I am, nice, easy, slow swing. And it's going like, you know, 150.
You felt like Dave at the range, eh?
Yeah,
Like
I'm hitting like him now. Like,
yeah,
I'm getting
that's
better.
good. Cheers.
Great teaching.
Cheers.
This
There we
is
go.
This is my non-alcoholic.
Aha.
I'm on the
Oh.
wagon right now.
I drink those. Blonde lager.
Very nice.
So yeah, so it's the big high stakes duel, number 3
Right.
tomorrow. Phil Hellmuth and Tom Dwan.
Cool.
I like Hellmuth for it though.
Yeah.
Right? He's like knows this. He's just knows
Tom
knows
Dwan's
the
a
format.
loose
Like,
He
cannon.
seems to have the format down, doesn't he?
yeah.
How can
Tom's
you
a
argue
loose
with that?
cannon.
Yeah.
Kim, we're on fumes. Ship a fold.
I'm not on fumes. I have 14 big blinds.
Yeah, so do I, but
It's not fumes.
Loving life.
That's the calm before the storm.
Time to release the Kraken.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love Keith, man. Keith is such a great member. I wish we had
Yeah.
more. I wish we had him in more of these sessions. He's such a
Yeah.
great resource for everybody.
Yeah.
And he's got that salt. He's got that solver.
Did you say we were
Stuff set.
offering a discount on Floptimal?
I believe so.
Because I'm only getting it monthly right now. Is there a discount on the year?
Oh, I
I'd
think
have
it's a
to
bad
check.
shove.
I'd have to check with Andrew.
Bad shove.
Oh no, bad shove. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm shoving too.
Yeah, let's just get that all. Let's just get.
It's just, yeah, get it over and done with now.
Here we go. Let's see. Putting them to a decision.
Well, I guess the big blind's not even there. They only
Your
had
pocket threes,
1.4
maybe.
big blind. I had ace king.
Hmm.
It's all about timing, right?
So my brother's sick dog was feeling better when he got home, so it didn't come up here.
Hmm.
I didn't have to look at it.
Oh no. Oh right, right.
Which was
Well, that's not
nice.
very good news though for the dog, probably.
No, but it was nice because the dog's
Sure.
better. So
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
I
good
told him I thought it had just injured itself anyway.
Good.
Until
Yeah,
that
that's
bar.
it's a sad part of owning a dog or any pet, I guess, but it's well worth it, of course.
Ah. Okay.
So what do you guys think? Do you want to try the Saturday of the long weekend?
Maybe
What day is that?
it's a Saturday.
Let me pull out the calendar.
No, okay.
A woman after my own
I
heart.
thought it was a Thursday. Damn.
Saturday the 4th?
I would say the 4th or the 11th would be good. Either one's.
Yeah, the 11th I'm out of town, unfortunately.
I think I can probably sneak away for a poker game.
Where are you supposed to be?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes we have family up for the long weekend, but
Mm.
that's fine.
You mean
I
up the
can
cottage?
leave- Yeah, but you're having it at your house, right?
Yeah, then Jim and I head up and go for a boat ride after.
Right up where?
So would you be coming up with your wife, Jim?
She actually has to cover for her boss that weekend. So I would probably just come up, do a
One
solo
nighter.
trip. Yeah, or even a
Good.
day trip or whatever, depending on how it all
Okay.
came together.
You'll be
I'm a
staying
long haul.
overnight.
I'm a
You'll be
long haul
staying.
driver. No, well, 2 hours is nothing for me. I'm in Coburg already, don't forget, so I'm pretty close.
Depends how many gross we get you.
That is what it depends on. That's 100% what it depends on.
I got lots of room. There's extra beds. So
Yeah, cheers. I appreciate that. So honestly, it also depends a little on how my allergies react to the cat. Not to be totally
Right.
lame, but if I'm, I sometimes need to give myself an escape route just in case the cats
Right.
are a problem. You just
Yeah.
never
yeah,
know.
she would stay out in the sunroom anyway.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
listen,
but if
it's
you're
not her
highly
fault. There's
allergic
nothing
to
you can do.
cats, if you're
Yeah.
highly allergic to cats, it's
Just in the air. And,
like my
I'm-
husband's pretty allergic to cats, but that one he was so with.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
we're rolling the dice every time, as far as I'm concerned. But I'll just go and find out. We'll just go. I'm gonna
you're not allergic
react
to
in the
dogs,
heck
though?
out of that. No, in fact, I'm allergic
Well-
to an absence of dogs. It's really weird.
Well, if there's nobody coming to my cottage, we can always do it at my place. Stop by, see Stuart's place, and then
Hmm.
onward and upward to Kinesis Lake.
Well, I'm very open-minded. I just want to get some.
We actually get a better turnout up at Kinesis because that's where most of the players are from, right,
Mhm.
Stu?
yeah,
They're all cottagers in that
this
area.
is true. And yeah, we could make a day of it. Like stop here, show you around, and then
Yeah. In fact,
Well,
if we
yeah.
do it, what would be fun if we do it on the Saturday,
mm,
we could come up and do the study group at your place or something. I could come up earlier in the day. We could do the study
Yeah.
group Halliburton edition
yeah,
and then have a game after that. That would be a lot of fun. I like that
Right.
idea.
Yeah.
Well, circle the Saturday as far as I'm concerned. If we can make it work for that, I got the
made
He
us
just
walk
wants
with
to
us.
feel those chips in his
I
hand.
do. I really want to get. I really do. I really do. It's
So,
not even.
yeah, you think
yeah.
we should
What?
invite like Gary and Peter and his gang, or some of
Yeah.
our players?
Well, the problem is if you do that, you're putting them all up overnight, right?
Right.
Or unless Elizabeth, talk to Elizabeth, she might be having people up on the long weekend.
Right.
We'll talk to her about it tomorrow.
Yeah. We're doing our Sea-Doo trip on Thursday.
We're
Sweet.
going 5 lakes. Taking
yeah?
4 Sea-Doos and going through 5 lakes, putting
That's
them in near
awesome.
Stuart's house.
Nice.
So
I
there's a-
like you guys have a lot of fun. You guys have a good time together. Good for you. Congratulations on figuring that out. God damn it, right? Like life's too short. You got to go have some freaking fun with fun people, don't you?
we do. Elizabeth's bringing her 2 Sea-Doos up and Dave and I are bringing our 2 Sea-Doos down.
Awesome.
And the 4 of us are going out on the 5 lakes.
That's amazing. Good for you.
Someone said hi to you, Kim, in the chat. Graphics.
Oh, that's Roger Shoot.
Roger.
Awesome guy. I think he was the
But he
first.
didn't say, I didn't get it in the chat.
Yeah, it says hi, Kim.
Oh yeah, he did.
No,
I can see it
Not
too.
to me.
Says hi,
Yeah.
Kim. Oh
I
no,
got
no, not in
0.
our chat. In the home game.
Oh.
On the game on the table.
Oh, who is that?
He's to your left. That's,
Oh, that's
Roger.
Roger.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys were duking it out in the seminar last night, I think.
Right.
Yeah, we do have fun.
He just plays too many hands, so I gotta remember that.
Hey, we were doing a lot of trips together.
Yeah, I heard that. I've heard that.
His pre-flop PFR is 20. That's pretty high. He's pretty
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah. What's your sample size on him? You got a few 1,000 hands on a lot of people.
1,000.
That's nice. Yep.
I got 1,000.
Yeah.
Got 1.4K on him.
Nice.
So he's like a 23 14. Oh no, never mind. Sorry. It was somebody else. No, must have been somebody else. He just came to
Oh,
the table.
different
right?
table. Yeah, that's what
So
it is.
it was a different
takes a
person.
hand. It takes a hand.
Yeah.
Look at my
And
deer,
so
they're
his
changing
is-
color.
I was gonna ask about your deer, Stu. I was gonna say.
All the brown.
Oh
all the brown
yeah,
fur coming off.
different coat, right? That's
Yeah.
cool.
The shedding, yeah.
That's
Oh,
cool.
really? Weird looking.
Yeah, we had a good little rivalry going last night. He was on my left though. It was a bit of a thorn in
Yeah.
the side, right? That was good though.
It was.
It was fun.
I think I was talking to Chris earlier. I think he's going to take that that hand that you guys, where you were the button and he was the small blind or something, the
Right.
2 diamond hand. I think they're going to
Yeah.
talk about that in the seminar video afterwards.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
The hand where I was bluffing with the best hand.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny, right? Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's cool. I like that seminar format is one of the things I like now that we're kind of finding our stride with Rec Poker. There's all these different session types. I think that's really cool. Like having the seminar format, having the study groups, having the book study. It's like just a lot of different ways to learn about stuff, which is nice.
If you can ever stay up for it, you should come and do the peel. On a
I did one
Thursday
of the
night.
early ones. That's a great, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
And we're
It's
getting
really good, right?
faster at talking
Yep.
too, for the
Yep.
most part. But it's fun.
We're actually going to do one of those. I've got my wife Bronwyn and I were out of town. I get Mrs. Blusterini, I should say publicly. That's what I told her.
That's right.
Stick to Mrs. Blusterini. She's more comfortable with that. We're out of town that weekend, but September 11th, the Saturday, I think Eric's going to try a Saturday afternoon peel and also as well, see if we can get some
Maybe he
people
can
at
do it
that
for
time.
2 hours instead of an hour.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
because we talk so much and
Yeah.
we see far fewer hands,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like
It's
far
true.
fewer
True.
hands.
True.
So
True.
if it was on a Saturday afternoon, maybe we could do it for 2 hours.
That's a great idea. I'm going to talk to him about it this week because we're putting his Wrecking Crew page together. So I'll ask him.
So Odin seems pretty cool. I think it's pretty pricey from what I've heard though. I don't know what kind of discount I'm gonna get offered, but
Is it Poker Code that worked with them to get that together or promoted
It
them
wa-
or something?
it was
Is that Fitter Holtz thing?
Vader Holtz, yeah.
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 Yeah. We're so I asked Andrew's got a bunch of different irons in the fire, talking to different resources like that about getting at least a discount code for Rec Poker members. So I think I've got a meeting with
Like right
him.
now, they have 35% off, just as an introduction for people.
Right. Okay, well that's a good one.
Yeah, so I'm not sure he's gonna get
We're not
better
going to
than
get
that.
better than 35% off. Probably not. Oh, speaking of which, do you want to use a particular link for yourself to link to any of this stuff in the, like, do you have an affiliate relationship with any of those other tools or anything? Because
No, only with Check Decide, but it's not really an affiliate because it's free.
it's free, right?
Like, I think if somebody buys something off the site, I might get a coin that I can use to buy stuff
Okay.
on the site.
Yeah.
There's no money kickback. Do
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like
I
it's
do.
a pretend coin, and if I get enough coins, I can buy somebody's package on the site.
All right. Well, make sure that we're using your affiliate link for that.
I
where
think
we-
they told me that as long as I've emailed that, as long as they come in through that link to check my hand history out,
Nice.
then it will automatically be connected to my account
Nice.
somehow.
There you go.
So I
Perfect.
did put it in. Have you checked it out yet? I did put it in the group discussion from our
No, I
group.
haven't yet. But I will.
Oh, same hand. Oh, re-rolling.
Are you on my table?
No, I busted.
Oh, he wishes.
Oh, you busted?
He
I'm
wishes he
gonna
was
bust
on your
soon, too.
table. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
bust
busting.
soon. Sympathy bust.
I'm only just above starting stack.
How's Spike Isma doing with all my chips? Pretty good still.
Is that who you gave all your chips to?
I did. It wasn't on purpose, if it makes you feel any better.
I wonder what it means.
There haven't
It's
been very
really
many
fluid.
interesting spots in this one, so I don't think I'm gonna upload this tournament
Mm.
unless
Mhm.
I get a lot more spots. It gets more interesting. I mean, for me, I had pretty boring hands, like. Oh, I could have called there Queen 9 suited on the button. I hate calling though when you have 12 and a half big blinds.
Yeah,
Powerful.
that's
Oh,
gross. It's a
Queen,
gross
queen
feeling.
and queen. That's a gross feeling. Two queens on the board. So, I mean, I haven't approached any of these places to see if I have an affiliate thing or do it. Like, I know I've introduced Floptimal a fair amount to the group, right?
Yep.
But no, I haven't. And I've got these 3 free months of Learn Pro Poker, WPT. No, Learn WPT.
Oh, Club WPT.
No, Learn WPT.
Oh yeah, that's
Nick Binger.
that's a different group than the one that we're
Oh,
talking
So
about.
yeah.
I answered a question at the WPA correctly. And they gave away 3 free months to, and like I needed another
Nice.
training site, like a whole.
Yeah, no kidding, Kim. No
So I
kidding.
emailed them because they sent me the thing and said, "Here's your password." Here's your. So I emailed and said, "Can I delay the start
Yes.
of this 3 months?
Yes.
I'm kind of like
That's too funny.
pretty deep in some other stuff right now." So they've extended it to January 1st for me. So we'll
That's
see.
nice. They do have some cool stuff up there. We looked at some of that stuff as part of our work with Club WPT.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Pretty weak Jack 8 suited, but I think it's in the shove range. I don't have any charts open. But
I'd ask Kim Pet Vet Kilroy, our range technician,
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll solve it.
You like that? You like the range technician thing, Kim? Come on, you were made for that.
I don't. I mean, the more you talk about it, I guess the more ingrained it gets, right? But
Well, and honestly, we should be careful what we talk about because you never know what's going to catch on. So you should let me know if there's something you like better, because otherwise we're going to be in a hashtag situation again when it comes to pet vet approved half pot bets and that kind of thing.
yeah, I know it's pretty funny.
Remember that
The
program we
half-pot
both
bet thing.
bought, Kim? And that guy, all he did was show charts.
Yeah,
His
yeah, but
voice-
it's gotten a lot better, Stu. I went
know.
back to look at it. It's a lot better. It's a lot better now.
But his voice was so dry, it put us to sleep.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting to understand those charts, right? But when
Mm.
he was doing it, it was so confusing.
You should go back and revisit some of those lessons. I
Yeah.
think they're a lot more valuable now
But we pay for them, really. Right?
than what 5 years ago.
Yeah,
I've
5
got a
years
lot
ago
of-
feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
So I also have my Solve for Why website membership until, because it was put on hold when COVID was
Oh.
on for that year. I've got it through till April, but I hardly ever have time to go on and do that. But I did sign up for their online classes.
Nice. Oh, the home camp,
The
homeschool or whatever it is, home
homeschool,
camp.
yeah. Oh man, I don't know. This is a call. I think it is.
Broadway cards.
Oh no, it's just an ace of a medium kicker. I think it's a call.
You're ahead. Yeah. There you go. Nicely done.
Good.
Yeah,
Like a boss.
I'm pretty sure that was a call.
Through the grapevine. I think I've lost my rec poker mask.
Oh no.
I have 2. You can have one of mine.
Okay. I thought I had it when I was at the driving range and I put it in my golf bag.
Dude, oh, bring one up. Host's privilege. I'll go stop at the Canadian headquarters and enter into
That's the back room.
I'll enter into the 7 different layers of security that we have. We got a retinal scanner, we got a fingerprint ID.
Yeah.
They take about an ounce of my blood for testing. Yeah, no, I'll bring one up. That'd be great. Don't worry about it. That sounds fun. I like the idea of people being out there. I wear my before I got vaccinated, I wore the rec poker mask and then the disposable mask on the outside because double masking is what we're supposed to be doing. And I figured that's the one that I can just toss and be done with.
Yeah.
Now that I'm vaccinated, I definitely wear the rec poker one on the outside because I want everyone to know. I've been down in Toronto quite a bit lately in sort of some high traffic areas. And it's been fun, people staring at the rec poker.
It looks like a big mouth sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So,
And it catches some people off guard.
yeah.
I'm down at Sunnybrook, and I remember going through the check-in at Sunnybrook, and I'm getting these screening questions, and they just their eyes are just like right on the mask the whole time. It's so fun. I love that.
Oh,
No. There we go, Babker coming through.
Evening out the stacks.
That's right.
yeah, pretty much. Just gonna wait for the cooler weather to come so I can wear my hoodie.
Yeah, nice.
They're good in poker rooms. Poker rooms are freezing anyway.
Yep, good point.
So you were asking me about the satellite for the main event.
Oh yeah.
Before. So I've played it twice. I haven't won, but I have a seat for this Sunday. I've won up a seat again for this Sunday. There's 5 seats they're giving away this Sunday. So I'll be playing it again on Sunday. So
That counts.
wouldn't that be sweet?
No kidding, right?
I have on my old computer, I still have videos of when Elizabeth won that main event seat and her and June are dancing. And then I have a video of you when you won that seat online, $16,000 seat, whoever it was.
Which one?
When was that?
I won a few. Which one? I won
when was that?
I won the PCA maybe
Yeah,
won
it was PCA. Yeah.
twice.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And the and then Prague.
Right. Yeah, that was fun. The one Elizabeth won, she had so many chips that she didn't have to play a hand, right? So I said, get away from the computer.
Yeah.
Just don't even touch it. Just hold whatever you have. You're guaranteed this $16,000 package, right? Because she had like 150 big blinds and somebody had 1 and 2 big blinds. You know, and they're so close to the money. I said, like, don't even touch it. Aces don't care.
Yep.
And her and June in my kitchen in Richmond Hill dancing, and she won.
That's awesome. What a great
I've
experience.
witnessed a few wins, but none of them my own.
Yeah, you
Yes.
have. That's not true.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You won a seat to the main
OPT.
event.
Twice.
Yes, twice.
OPT.
He's
yeah.
won a seat to the main event.
How
WSOP
cool.
main event twice.
How cool is that?
Yeah. And there was one, it was a really weird situation because I was on the table with Kim.
All right,
I-
hold.
I had to get third
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
to be guaranteed
Oh yeah.
the seat.
Yep.
And if Kim took me out, I would have had to play for the second place, which I think was for 3,000. And people thought that we were going to collude, right? So I ended up, we got involved in a hand and I shoved and she called with
Ace 9.
ace 9, I had ace king. Right. And I ended up taking her out, but she was guaranteed one of the seats anyway.
I had
see.
already won a seat
I
before
see.
final table.
I see.
Yeah.
I'd already
So
won
I
the seat.
needed to make at least third to win it. And
That's
I
amazing.
taken Kim out. We both ended up with a 10K seat.
Can't go wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
That's
No,
amazing.
we've done well. We've done well. in
Yeah,
this
no kidding.
performance.
I'm starting to think I've underplayed my satellite strategy as a rule.
I just, as a general rule, I don't play online for anything but winning seats into other things.
Ah, yes. That's interesting.
That's
So
that's
the
what I
last
had
one
been
I-
doing.
The last one I played over in Orangeville, I folded every single hand the entire tournament because I had to make at least 8th, I think it was,
Oh,
be guaranteed the 10K seat.
yep.
And I was already guaranteed the what was the second place? 3K. But there were certain players that had to go out in certain positions. And there was one guy that was a threat near the end.
Yes, I know this
And
feeling.
he went out when he was supposed to. And I locked up the 10K seat and didn't play a hand. Just threw
Amazing.
everything away. Threw
Amazing.
everything away.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a 8-game series, and they take your best 7 games,
Mhm,
and you got
mhm.
points for where you ended up.
Yep.
So it was a lot of fun.
That's how I had to sneak into the Player of the Year championship last year, I think, at Rec Poker. Was the last 2 months really kind of only making sure that I went out of the tournament after a couple other people also went out of the tournament.
Right.
It was really strategically important.
It's interesting
funny.
when you're playing point systems.
Yeah, there's a whole
Yeah.
different skill involved, right? When
Oh.
it comes to that series, it's very,
Yeah.
very different.
I had every name written down that was playing and where they were, and what position they needed to go out. And I kept looking down at this paper going, he's out. So now this guy has to go.
Yes. I am very familiar with that situation. Let me put it that way. That's funny.
It's smart play, right?
It was
And
nice to, sorry,
It
it's
is.
nice
Yeah.
to see Rob at the hand history review today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Why can't we get any more of these players on? Like there's some players that need to be on there.
It's true.
And they're probably not premium members,
Oh yeah, probably.
because that's one's only for, there's a lot of work involved in that one. So it's really only for premium members.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you can promote premium membership anymore. Do you know what percentage of the membership is premium?
Of the total like website members, how many
We
of
have
them are
400
premium
and something
members?
members, right?
I
400.
think even more than that actually. Now I think we're up to like 550 or something like that. It's crazy.
I know there's more
Um,
Canada flags all the time.
I know, how amazing is that, right?
It's got Julie involved, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I think probably something like 20%, maybe.
Really that many.
Maybe. Of that number, somewhere between like 10 and 20%. I'm kind of
That's like
guessing. Steve has his finger on more of the
That's
pulse
50 to
of
100
the-
players. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. 50 to 100. I can stand by that. That's true. But yeah, I do feel like we get less. Given how many premium members we have, I feel like we don't get as much engagement in the study sessions and that kind of thing. And I think it's because some people like to be premium members to get the value of the sessions, and some people just think it's a nice way to support Rec Poker for $15 a month, whether they want to really get involved or not, or maybe they just want to do the book study or something
Or
like
one
that.
day would they just like to watch them on their own later?
Yeah,
You know, and not
Do you know when people are
involved.
watching them? Is it any way of knowing if they've
being
We
watched.
probably could track if we were a savvier company, we would probably track that kind of thing. But the fact is, one of the things I love about Rec Poker is that like Steve started this podcast in his basement 5 years ago, and he collected these people around him to like help add things to it as we came along. And we have never had an intentional like, this is how we make it big. Let's start marketing this. You know, we've mostly just had the conversations about how do we keep this going? Like how can we, what if we built a website? You know, it's like, so we definitely were lacking a bit of intentionality when it comes to.
How did you get involved? Do you know Steve from before?
Actually, I'll be honest, I was a lurker. I listened to the podcast since the beginning, and I listened to a bunch of other podcasts. And then I was one of the first paying members of the old training website that Steve and Rob and Chris put together. And they wanted to sort of, they wanted to know like what the next step might be for some of the rec poker stuff. And I had some small business experience and some thoughts on how they might do things. And Steve was very receptive to some of my ideas, and I got more involved in sort of the leadership of the organization. And now Steve and I sort of help steer the ship, and Rob and John and Chris and Taylor and Andrew and Mark and Chad are key parts of different parts of what we do here. And it I feel like the guy from Hair Club for Men. It's like I'm a key part of the leadership team, but I'm also a client. Is that
Remember that commercial?
I joke to Steve all the time that original membership that I paid at Rec Poker back in the day is the best $10 I ever spent. And
yeah, no, I've definitely learned a lot.
Well, you guys have been great. This Poker Friends Forever group has been a wonderful addition.
Well, most of the time it's us on there, right?
Yeah, no, it's been
great.
Some
recordings have nobody on them.
Yeah, it's true.
Wasn't for the Canadian group.
Yeah, that's right. The Canadian invasion. Well, Kim and I joke about this all the time. It's like, I can't tell you, it took us several months of running events with, maybe just the core team and one or two other people. And a lot of the early videos from like 2019, most of the people that are on those videos, they're now the core team. And it's not because they're geniuses when it comes to poker, although they are thoughtful and strategic, passionate recreational poker players, but it's mostly because they passed Steve's personality test and had some passion to share with the poker world, and that's why they've created a place for themselves here at Rec Poker. Like I rarely feel like I'm the smartest poker mind in the room. It's more just about my enthusiasm and the time I'm able to put in on this stuff. That's how I made my role here.
I feel like it's brought me out of my shell a little bit too. I used to be the one sitting back and just listen.
Yeah.
And I never used to talk much and get involved, but sometimes I voice my opinion on hands and stuff because I feel like I have a bit of input.
Because I force you to.
Yeah,
it's hard to put yourself out there.
It is,
because I'm not like a genius coach. I don't know if what I'm saying is right or not. I'm just like, it's hard.
When you sound like you have confidence when you're doing your.
Mm-hmm.
I sound bossy, you mean? It's another way of saying I sound bossy.
No, but it's true. It's true, because part of it is, and honestly, Kim, this was a revelation for me, especially when you're dealing with, beginner and intermediate players like most recreational players are. Just helping them ask the right questions is half the job. And I mean, if you can just be someone that they feel like are helping them ask the right questions and like shining the light in the right places, like I feel like it's wonderfully liberating for me to know that I don't have to be the best poker player in the world to help Rec Poker members get better at poker, or to like develop their love for poker.
Right.
And that's like, man, there's room for that for sure. There's room for that.
So Dave's not the best golfer in the world, but he's improved my game.
Yeah. Yeah. I talk about golf like that all the time, because when people said like, you're getting really poker coaching, like who's going to pay for poker coaching? And I was like, well, listen, I used to golf, and like more seriously than I do now. And I would get golf lessons from like an assistant pro or somebody, not because I planned to go out and then like get a return on that investment by winning a golf tournament for money later.
You just want to keep doing the same bad habits over and over.
Yeah, I just wanted to get better at this thing that I love doing. And it's exactly the same with coaching. And it's not like you need to get Phil Ivey to come in here and like make you the perfect poker player.
Oh.
But just having someone that's, oh no, he's on a roll now, look out. But just having someone
Could
to
we
like
get
help you.
Phil Ivey?
I wouldn't write it off. I wouldn't believe some of the people that like Steve's like, oh yeah, I had a lovely conversation with him 3 years ago. So he'll do, he'd be happy to take my call. Steve has put the time in building these wonderful relationships with all these amazing people in the poker world. That's how we make this work, is because everyone loves Steve and loves helping Steve with this rec poker thing. Like we couldn't do it without that kind of positive attitude. It's amazing.
Well, my buddy Dean that ran the Red Hot Poker Tour in Toronto, he was good friends with Daniel Negreanu, so he actually got him to come up and do a boot camp in Toronto.
How cool.
That was years ago. And that was the first boot camp I went to.
Nice.
With Daniel.
Yep.
Yeah. And that kind of changed my game there. Like I took some notes. Obviously they're different now, but just things he said, you go, oh yeah, I never thought of that. Like, why am I doing this, doing that? And anytime you learn one new thing, you can change your game.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. And lots of different people have like different perspectives, different ways of thinking about spots that you might be in a rut in or something like that. Like I think just having other people to talk about the game with. I was a lurker too, man. Stu, I talk about this all the time with the gang. Like when I joined, I didn't even turn my camera on. This was me. I had this little slider set up here so that no one could see what was up. And it took me 2 months to actually like put myself out there, make myself vulnerable to this group. I'm a very private person. You wouldn't know it from the fact that I'm freaking everywhere on the internet for this goddamn video podcast twice a week now and all this other stuff. That was not my intention when I joined Rec Poker, but it's definitely taken me out of my shell as well. And I think in a really good way, Yeah. So it's yeah. Oh no.
King.
Oh, that's how I got out. That's how I got taken out earlier tonight.
No, you're not out though.
No, but still.
Now hold on. Were you in early position? You opened. They 3-bet, and did you 4-bet
He
shove?
did 3-bet. No, they shoved 15 big blinds.
Okay. Because I'm in this spot. I feel like I need to talk to Pet Vet, the range technician here for a second, because I was in a spot where I'm in early position with Ace King, and I make my typical open size. I think I've got 40 big blinds. And I'm the effective stack. The big blind 3-bets. And
you were what position?
Early position, yeah.
Okay.
So they should only be 3-betting me with a pretty tight range anyway. But I just hate calling 3-bets with Ace King. And I didn't have a 4-bet.
Stack sizes?
40 big blinds or so.
You have to.
You have to shove, right?
No, it's too big to shove, I think.
Right. That's the argument I'm having with myself in real time. So
I think you can shove 30.
Yeah.
Hey, would you play that different if it was
you guys could be going to bed now.
Oh no.
He limped in. How's he limped in? People that limp in.
That is a weird limp. That's a weird choice to limp. Oh, but that player likes to get involved passively.
Yeah, 24/7.
Did you sometimes play different in this than you would in, say, like a $500 game?
Right.
Like, would you tighten up in that spot with Ace King? Or?
Probably, to be honest with you.
I generally will call, especially when you're going to be in position to play the hand, right? So, because you've got the benefit of position now. So with 40 big blinds deep, I'm probably not going to shove there.
I have in my formula, I have calling with suited there, but I probably just, I get this stupid sense of like, no, but I have to I have to put the raise in with ace king
Hang on.
offsuit.
Let me just
because
open
it,
Floptimal, I'll tell you.
yeah, here we
There we
go.
go.
Let's go.
Working overtime
Let's
now.
go. That's what I work it overtime.
Guys, drive me. Drive me. All right, under the gun raise.
'Cause
And
it's-
big blind, 3 bets.
Because I feel
Interesting
like
range.
what I want to do is call,
So the range
but I
is,
owe it to some like
can I share
frequency.
screens?
Yeah. Oh, do I need to make you
I don't know.
co-host or something?
Let me
Let's
see.
Let's try.
I should be able to share it.
I'm gonna try just in case. Now you can do anything you want.
Shared screen. So there's your raising range under the gun at 40 big blinds.
Yep.
Seems pretty good.
Yep.
And big blind is, the green is the 3 bet range.
Okay.
So we're gonna, I don't know if their sizing was right to 8.3 big blinds, but that's the sizing.
All right. Let's
And
assume
it looks
was
like
right.
ace king offsuit is a shove
Okay.
when it gets back to you.
And he
Ace
is
king
calling
suited
with
is a
suited.
call.
Okay. That's the way I think it. That's the way I think
Mhm.
about it. But it's nice. I can't tell you how nice it is just to get this validation from these solvers, because
Yeah.
every once
Just
in a
because
while.
I wouldn't do it doesn't mean it's not the right thing to do.
Well, and you don't know, again, this is not the game we're playing. So I could have said, you know what, their 3-betting range or their continuing range to the 4-bet is not going to be profitable given this actual player that is here today. They're not a GTO model that's 3-betting wide and calling off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe I can just make an exploitable fold or call, well, a call in this case.
It's funny with ace king though, like often you lose a lot of chips or you make a few.
Well, you can see that ace king suited is a call,
Yeah,
right?
And
And
I like
as a matter
that.
of fact, a lot of those suited broadways are calls.
yeah.
So looks like we're only shoving kings and queens and not all the time. Ace king offsuit and occasionally ace 5 and ace 4 suited. I don't know.
When I did it, it felt like I had to shove ace king offsuit to balance my value range. So like I
Right.
knew it was a bluff at the time, and I
What did they have?
aces,
Aces.
of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
And was it a player that raises 3 bets a lot?
That's the one thing. It wasn't a play. I didn't have enough hands on them to know for sure, but I didn't get the sense that they raised that they 3-bet wide enough.
Well, you just still did a fine job.
That's the range technician approved. Yep, exactly.
I mean, so somebody like that might not have these splits like the king
Yeah,
10 suited, the
that's it.
bluff ones. They might
That's it.
only have value there.
And then
So
I'm not
they
even
don't
sure I
have
like
any-
the call, to be honest with you. Like it's a lousy call. Well, I guess in position.
What did they call with?
No, I mean,
Aces.
as opposed to like I've actually folded ace king to a 3-bet before.
Well, it depends on the size of the bet as well.
Yeah.
Like, was there a sizing tell at all?
No, I didn't feel like I had anything to tilt me one way or the other.
Right,
So I had to just make the
right.
frequency call.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's the good conversation. That's what I wanted to talk about. Getting to that fine line between how to play.
Optimal
those
likes
different
it.
styles. Yeah.
They like
Well,
to
I'm feeling
shove.
very validated tonight by the by the Kim Kilroy method of looking at different solvers. I've had two shoves tonight that apparently I can write home and say we're not just punting it off. So that's always a good night for me.
Right.
All right, gang. Well, what do you say? We'll see you again. What's tomorrow night's the aura?
Check out Check Decide, even though
Yeah.
you probably don't need any more stuff on your plate either.
It does look like a fun program though, a fun platform.
Yeah.
I will check that out.
But it's fun for going through a hand history in an active way
Yeah.
or a passive way. You can go through it really quick in a passive way.
Mhm. And it's a fun way to share those thoughts with your buddies too. So I could see that being something we did.
Yeah,
Feels very rec pokery, doesn't it?
it does.
All right. Well, always fun chatting with the Rec Book
Range
Canada
Trainer
edition.
Pro, I'm waiting for them to bring some more in. There's not enough in
No,
there.
they're still working on it. And those scenarios that you see, they're basically adding to those continuously as they
Yeah.
go, trying to
And
build
since
those
I have
out.
lifetime membership now.
I'm excited for that.
I'll be waiting till those,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be waiting for those. Some more ranges, because you can't quite get it nailed when you have to, you're shoved into a specific spot.
Yeah, you want to be able to pick the positions and the stacks
And you
and
know,
the
down the
action.
road, I'm hoping they'll be able to do multi-way pots as well.
They've talked about that. I've talked about that with Kay. Well, I don't know. I guess this is going out on the internet anyway. So by the time people watch this, who cares? They are talking about that as an adaptation. Probably not like between now and WSOP, but it is something that they're talking about. So I'm excited for
All
that.
right. So what's happening with Club WPT? I haven't heard anything about that.
Wow, we're
Or do
still.
you want to stop the recording before you tell me?
No, I think we can talk about that. That's wink, wink. You know, maybe just in case. That's fun, Kim. No, I think we can actually get into some details about that. We're still figuring out the date, so so we can't like blare it from the trumpets yet because we have to get exactly the date figured out. But basically, what's going to happen is Rec Poker members are going to be able to play in a Club WPT tournament, the winner of which gets a $2,500 entry to a WPT live event in California later in December, I think. So that is the tip.
And you don't have to join Club WPT as a
You-
paid member?
You do have to join, but you can do it during your 2-week free trial.
I
And
see.
so as long as that's all done appropriately, there's no reason. And I think, you know, the
So
theory is
having
once you
been a
join,
member for a
Yes.
few years, way back when, I'll have to come up with a different name and email.
bro,
address.
maybe, yeah, I don't know about that.
No, I don't know.
There
It was
be-
quite a few years ago.
There will be an FAQ to address all those issues. That's one of the things is it takes, you know, we're a hobby podcast that started, you know, a few years ago, and now we're where we are. They've actually got like a legal team, and it takes them a longer time to vet the kind of stuff than it takes us to vet the kind of stuff to get it out there.
Right.
But
Right.
but I'm excited for it. And the theory is that if we can, I'll put this out on the air, if we can make a good impression with them and get some engagement and some good people in the tournament and people joining Club WPT, you know, maybe we could do more stuff with Rec Poker and WPT together. And Lord knows that'd be fun. So it is something we're going to try and see if we can get people excited about it. I
Yeah.
want to give this $2,500 away to an awesome Rec Poker member.
All right.
Take it.
Sounds good.
So we'll
We have
work
the
on-
satellite experience too.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll work on the 4th.
Yeah, cool.
And see if we can get some stuff set up. We can do your thing from here at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's a
And
great
And if
plan.
And if he's sneezing, the poker tournament gets moved to my house.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm pretty sure I'll react in up. I'll react in up earlier that day, and then
I have Arius here too.
yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, that sounds really nice, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually embarrassingly excited. So
Right.
circle the 4th, and then Kim, we have to connect by then or before then to make some other decisions
That's
about
fine. Do you
September,
want to
right?
do that on Saturday? Or
Yeah,
you're not
that makes
here this
sense.
Saturday? Are you
No,
here
this Saturday I can do before, and then I'm taking off, but I can do
Okay.
beforehand. You want to meet at
All
like
right.
noon?
Yeah, just send me a note and remind me.
Yep.
Hey, so
I'll
if
do
you
that.
get up here really early, we can go to the driving range.
Oh, now you're
Maybe
talking.
we'll meet Dave over there.
Knock some of the rust off.
Yeah, Dave will give you some pointers.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, actually. I
We
mean, I
might
like
mix
the
it in,
idea. Yeah, no, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's try and make that
It's
day of that.
early is early because I'm usually still sleeping by the time he gets back from the range.
All right. Well, we'll stay in touch about that. That is like that's like right around the corner.
What are we now?
2 weeks away.
24th? 2 weeks. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circle it, man. I
Goes
can't wait.
fast.
I
Yeah.
can't wait. I
That's
can't wait.
fine.
We're gonna make that happen.
Make a nice weekend of it. So you
Yeah.
said you probably won't be staying.
Let's plan for me to come up early Saturday and then drive back at the end of Saturday, and then I'll have a bailout plan if required. But I should come back that
Be a
day.
long day, but yeah.
Yeah. And I'm used to driving. I do a lot of long day driving, late night driving. It's I just put a podcast on, and that's quality time for me.
I know someone else that listens to podcasts from the driving.
He's
Yeah,
talking about me.
it's a good that's how I listen to most of my podcasts, actually, is in the car. I've got a poker notebook in my car that's just for podcast thoughts, podcast triggered thoughts while I'm listening to podcasts and driving. That's where all those fun notes
What are
come.
your favorite three right
Well,
now? Mine changed.
Thinking poker for sure always has to be at the top of the list, with Andrew and Nate. I do
Tournament Poker Edge is good too.
I like Tournament Poker Edge with Clayton. I like Just Hands with Jack and
I
James.
used to listen to that all the time, but those guys I used to start to fall asleep driving. So I listen to them when I need to go to sleep at night. I'll put
That's
Just
handy.
Hands on
Yep.
and put my AirPods in and put it on for a 30-minute timer.
There you go. They do have a very
such
soothing. They have a soothing
voices.
voice. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Jack and James do, and even Jack
James
and
was
Zach
in
used to.
James was part of my cash academy at
Yes.
Sulphur Y.
Yeah.
And then of course Jack was working for them at the time. So
Right,
I
yes.
knew him
Was that
quite
Hunt?
well. No,
No.
Jack
Oh, that's Matt
Lasky.
Hunt. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a playing session with the Just Hands guys and the Thinking Poker guys. I don't know, it feels like freaking forever ago, several years ago now. But they're all wonderfully friendly, approachable guys. I had some really nice times just hanging out with them and talking poker for sure.
Yeah, I like the chip race.
Yep.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Sometimes I like the DAT. I listen to the DAT poker podcast.
I haven't listened to the dad, but I know there's good ones that I'm missing.
I listen to the Fives. I listen to Poker on the Mind,
Yep.
the Bernard Lee Poker Show, Poker News podcast.
Yeah, that's a good one with Chad and the gang.
Yeah. So I have a lot of them on the go.
Post Flop Poker podcast was good. They just did their
They're
final
done.
episode recently.
I used to listen to them all the time. The Rake I listen to sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Rec Poker occasionally.
Now every once in a while. I really
when
like.
when I haven't been there for the tape.
Yeah, I basically listen to the intro every week just to make sure it's the right audio file. And then that's the end of it for me.
And then Chasing Poker Greatness, I always listen to Tactical Tuesday, but he just has so many coming out that I can't possibly keep up with them all.
Yeah, that's I used to listen to Sky Matsuhashi's Smart Poker Study religiously, but he also does a lot, and I just have trouble keeping up with it. But the strategy segments are always excellent.
He also wants to stop it and do something and then come back to it.
Right.
Well,
he's very active.
Play while I'm driving.
It's true. It's true.
Right.
Zach Elwood's People Who Read People is really good. It's not strictly a poker podcast, but it's about reading people and sort of the art of body language and that kind of thing. He's really turned that into something that I've enjoyed.
Okay.
The Breakdown with the poker guys.
The Breakdown.
Yeah.
Okay,
that one's good.
That one.
You'd like that one. That one, they get into they're very solver based in their analysis. So I think you'd enjoy that one. If you like sort of like stories about poker and gamblers and that kind of thing.
I like a bit of that, but you know what I enjoy most is when they do the strategy segments.
Me too. I'm a sucker for strategy. I just go straight for the strategy. Gamblers is a good one, but they're less about strategy and more about the stories of it. Have you
been listening to Poker with Presence?
I haven't yet, but I know his stuff is good because Jason's shown us some of his other material, and I can just tell he knows what he's talking about when it comes to that sort of thing. So I just have
It's
to
only
make
a
more
few
time.
minutes long too.
Yeah, and it's
But he
really, I
puts
can
out
see
one a
how it's
day,
effective too.
so-
Yeah.
I'm a little behind on those.
Yeah, I'm definitely way behind.
The Heart of Poker, I've listened to a few of those.
Yep,
That's
those
Kara
have been good.
Scott's.
And the Grid with
The
Jen
Grid,
Shahadi,
yeah.
that one's
Yeah,
really good
and
as well.
Cracking Aces, I follow them
Yeah.
sometimes too.
Yeah.
Have you listened to that one?
I have.
Cracking Aces? Those guys are a hoot.
Sounds like I got some catching up to do.
Yeah, that's the problem, Stu. I had to do a purge recently. I
I'm
guess
gonna
like
have to do
in the
that.
last year, because I was a commute guy. I would only really, or when I was like painting an office building or something myself. I had like 8 hours of just me. And when working from home mostly and doing more of these like engaging live sessions and that kind of thing, I had to just give up on a whole bunch of not just poker podcasts, but other podcasts as well. I feel like I was like choosing between my children. It was terrible.
Right. So I'm trying to narrow it down to the ones I listen to a lot that have a lot of strategy. And then
Yeah.
I'll also listen to either the Fives or the Poker News podcast to just get what's going on in the world at the moment. So it's always.
I'll just say, like, total honesty here. There's only 4 podcasts that I am like completely up to date on. And they are Rec Poker, of course, the Thinking Poker podcast, Just Hands, and the Terrible Podcast, which is a podcast about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And those are the only 4 podcasts that I am like completely up to date. And even the Terrible Podcast, they introduced a daily version that's like 2 minutes long. And I don't have time for that. Even me, as much as I love the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't have time for a daily podcast. But I do listen to their 3 times a week, hour-plus long podcast based purely on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yes, that's the kind of time I have in my life, apparently.
Oh dear. Okay, sounds good.
There you go. Now you know.
All right. I think it's time to wind her down.
You got
11
that
o'clock.
right. All right, gang. I will see you again real soon. Thanks for another fun session.
All right.
Yeah. Was
Take care.
Bye, Ken.